What's going on, everyone? What is going on with LeBron James and the Lakers? I mean, this is pretty interesting. So, a lot of news came out recently. Obviously, LeBron James didn't practice. He is expected to miss the game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, which is fine, right? I talk about it all the time. Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, they usually have really good, really solid games for the Lakers whenever LeBron is out because they get to D'Lo gets to play more on ball. He gets to play kind of more of his playmaking point guard role, gets to be more aggressive out there. And then also, Rui Hachimura, he gets to slide over to the 4 spot and play the 4 spot. At time of recording this video, Austin Reeves is still questionable, but LeBron is out. He's listed as left foot soreness is why he's out. But he didn't practice the other day because of personal reasons. What those are, we don't know. Obviously, there's a lot of talk of is he going to be traded? Is he contemplating a trade? Is he, what is going on? Is he thinking about retirement? Not going to retire in the middle of a season. My guess is, it probably is just something straightforward. It's probably, not everything has to be this crazy conspiracy theory. Not everything has to be something odd or far-fetched or crazy. But of course, the internet's the internet and reports are reports. And if they can drive some crazy idea that, LeBron James is plotting a trade and there's reports like Sacramento is the place. No, the Warriors are the place. Like I've already said, if LeBron's going anywhere, it's going to be to the Golden State Warriors. And we'll touch on some stuff here in a moment. But regardless, more times than not, it is usually just straightforward. Right? Maybe he's going to go get his foot checked out again. Right? He's had that foot issue for years now. Right? Maybe he just wants to have it looked at, wants to, maybe go get some treatment or something on it. You never know. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be anything insane. Is it possible that he's contemplating, what does he want to do? Right? Maybe he wants to take some time, talk to his family, talk to Rich Paul, his agent, and just see, hey, what should I do? Should this be my last season? Again, he's not going to retire in the middle of the season. I think nothing is 0%, right? Because you never know. Nothing is 0%. I think that's about as close to 0% as possible, right? I don't believe LeBron James will request a trade. However, I think that is more likely than he retires in the middle of a season. I think that, I just don't see that happening. I think he at least finishes and sees this season through. Maybe in the offseason, I could see him going, you know what, I'm going to hand it up. Or maybe he announces that that's his final season or whatever. But I don't think, I still don't buy he wants to get traded. He will get traded. Is it possible he's trying to take some time and thinking about it? Is it possible that both can be true? Of course, right? He could very well be getting looked at on his foot. And who knows, maybe that even sparks him to, want to be traded more. Right? It's very possible that he just, what if he goes and they're like, hey, you're not going to be able to play that many more years on this foot, right? You're going to end up, really damaging the foot. You might look at it and go, you know what, well, hey, maybe this will be my last season. Or, hey, you know what? I might only have 1 or 2 more tries to go win a championship. Right? Maybe I should get out of here. Right? I mean, again, both things could be true. But, again, LeBron getting traded, it's one of those things. I'll believe it when I see it. Again, never say never. Like I mentioned, I don't believe anything is 0%, especially in the world of sports. If you watch any sport, not just basketball, but any sport long enough, nothing is impossible. Every time you think something is incredibly unlikely to happen, I mean, if you just make a sports bet, right? Yeah, the crazy ways that you lose sports. We've all had some crazy insanity loss that we're just this is how this happened, huh? This is how it goes, huh? Right? You need 1 point with 5 minutes left in the game and they don't score a point or something crazy like that. It's crazy. So again, the possibility of LeBron being traded, I don't think is absolutely 0, no way, no chance. Look, I'm fine with it either way. And I've talked about this, right? I just want the Lakers to pick a direction. I just want the Lakers to make a decision, right? One way or another. Either way, I don't care. If you want to go rebuild mode, fine, go rebuild mode. Trade LeBron to the Warriors, get the best package return. I do not see him going anywhere else. Golden State gets to play with Steph, gets a chance at a championship, right? And he's close enough to home to where he could still commute back and forth. He could still, be with his kids whenever he wants to, whenever he needs to. I mean, the guy's a billionaire, right? The guy could go wherever he wants, do whatever. He can go buy a private jet and just commute the 30, 40-minute plane ride, whatever it is, right? Like, he could literally be to his kids in an hour, right? I mean, he'd get to his family faster than he probably does now leaving, crypto arena or whatever it is now, right? Like, he could probably just because traffic and everything. So I don't think that it's solely that, but look, he's had so many chances to leave LA. He's had so many chances to go elsewhere and play elsewhere, and he hasn't done it. So it's one of those things, I need to see him do it. I need to see him go, you know what, it's time for me to move on, right? And again, maybe we find out, right? Maybe that's what happens. But look, again, the Lakers need to know. Lakers need to find out ASAP. Because if you're the Lakers, you don't want to trade all your assets and, end up trading some, a Max Christie or something like that. Because, again, I'm not saying you don't trade him. I'm just saying, no reason to trade all your picks and young guys and stuff to try to go get, 2, 3, 4 pieces that just make no sense. Right? I just don't think that that's the best approach. If you're the Lakers, you need to sit down with LeBron and have a real and honest conversation with LeBron about, hey, what are we doing, right? Do you really plan on retiring after this season? Do you want to be traded? Are you looking to go elsewhere? Do you really want to go to the Warriors? I mean, whatever you need, just let us know, right? You play the good guy card, right? Hey, whatever we can do to help you and work with you, we're open to, right? And if LeBron says no, hey, look, I'm planning on, playing a couple more seasons, right? Let's go make the trades. Let's go try to do the best you can to win me a championship. Sure, then go do it. But if he's kind of I don't know, I need time to think about it. Well, then we can't. You just can't make that move. You just can't make that push until you have that confirmation. Until you know either way for a fact, right? Because now you go and trade everything away, and then LeBron before the trade deadline goes, you know what? I decided I want to be traded. Or in the offseason, he's hey, thanks for selling everything you have. I'm gonna just skate on out of here, right? I don't want to see that happen to the Lakers. Now, again, there's time, right? They don't have to be haste. They don't have to make a decision today or tomorrow or anything like that, right? Let LeBron kind of take the time off. Let him think about, evaluate, see what he wants to do, right? It's very possible he just kind of, hey, well, let's play out this season and kind of figure it out. Do your best to get me some talent, get me, a piece or two, right? So that way, maybe me and Anthony Davis can really make a push and try to go win an NBA championship, right? I could see something along those lines, but it's just really odd how all of this just seems to be happening at once. I mean, it also could just be pressure. Look, it's just applying pressure to the organization, right? You can't rule that out. You can't, that's not something that, again, he has a history of it. It's something that he does regularly, that he usually, uses the media and stuff like that. But my point is, just at the end of the day, whatever ends up happening, whatever direction LeBron wants to go, whatever direction, the Lakers want to go, however they feel about it, just come to a conclusion, come to a decision, right? So we're not, you can't have one foot in, one foot out, right? It's either one or the other. Take your pick, make your decision. But either way, I'm all for it. You're better off being ahead of the rebuild than behind. You see it all the time with teams. Teams end up falling behind or end up rebuilding, 2 years too late, and they don't get the return or they don't get the pieces, or, instead of a 2-3 year rebuild, it turns into, a 5, 6, 7 year rebuild. It's just, I'd rather hey, if this is the moment and this is the time and this is when we finally reach that point, then fine. This is the moment, this is the time, this is where you finally reach that point. Either way, I'm all for it. But just pick a lane, make a decision, and let's go. But Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? What do you make of just all this noise and chaos that's going on with LeBron James, with the Lakers as a whole? Do you think it's anything cause for concern? Do you think it's nothing? Nah, it's just noise. It's just nonsense. You get it every season, every year. It'll fade. It'll go away like it usually does. Or do you feel otherwise? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are. Either way, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.